Welcome to today's issues. My name is Christy Carson, and today we have guests in the studio, and I have a guest via the phone. So I want to introduce, first and foremost, from the Department of Veterans Affairs, Amy Knobloch-Hahn. She is the Health Promotions and Disease Prevention Program Manager. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Christy.
That is a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
So let me just say it again so everyone knows. Health Promotion and Disease Prevention Program Manager.
Yes.
And what do you do?
That is a great question. So my job is to develop and implement programs for veterans who utilize the VA hospital and our outpatient services. Healthy living programs, really. We're developing programs to help prevent disease in our new cohort of veterans that may come in to use our services, but also to help veterans who've been using our system for a long time, who've already developed chronic conditions, programs to help them better self-manage their diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, any kind of pain issues they may have because of their service or just for other reasons as well.
Exactly.
So we have 9 healthy living messages that kind of encompass our program and that I'm in charge of helping develop supporting messages.
So we're going to go over those 9 healthy living messages that you do at the VA, because I think it's going to be helpful not only to veterans who you serve, but also the general population. I'm sure we have a lot to learn. And we also have in the studio today, Miss Leslie Birch. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Very good. Your Nutrition Education Manager at Operation Food Search. Welcome to the program. So tell us a little bit about Operation Food Search and what you do, Leslie.
Well, thanks for having me here today, Christy. So Operation Food Search, I guess I should say, is a anti-hunger organization here in St. Louis. We are a food bank primarily and provide food to food pantries, emergency shelters, transitional housing. But beyond providing food, we also do community nutrition education, and that's where the Cooking Matters program comes in.
Okay.
So my role as the nutrition education manager is to oversee the implementation and coordination of the Cooking Matters program here in the St. Louis region.
And we're going to learn a lot about the Cooking Matters program, which is why we're having this discussion today. And before we go any further, someone who has participated in the Cooking Matters program and who has proudly served our country in our Army and is a Vietnam vet, I want to welcome to the program from St. Charles, Mr. Fred Kramer. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm going to turn you up so everybody can hear you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Fred.
Well, like I said, I'm a Vietnam veteran. I'm 68 years old. I went through the MOVE program, the MOVE program, and then the maintenance part of it. And I also went through the Cooking Matters class, which I thought was just, all of it I just really enjoyed.
Yeah. So
I started out with just the idea of I have diabetes, so I was under the notion of trying to eat better and eat more nutritional, and it seemed to work. It really seemed to work.
Wow. So I bet you're looking good over there, Fred.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Well, we're going to learn a little bit about the Cooking Matters program, and we appreciate you joining us on this program today. And feel free to jump in at any time if you feel like you have something to add. But first, let's just go ahead and get a description of the Cooking Matters program. You know, we're talking Operation Food Search, the VA, and obviously this is one of the ways in which the Veterans Administration hopes to address some of the issues that you were talking about, living more healthfully, addressing some of the chronic issues, and of course, trying to sustain a long-term life. Is that correct?
That's correct, Christy.
And it all happens through your stomach.
Much of it does. That is true. We certainly would like our veterans not to smoke and to manage their stress and to limit alcohol and to be physically active. Those are some of the other programs and messages that are included in health promotion and disease prevention. But certainly healthy eating is underlies so many of the chronic conditions that not only our veterans face, but most Americans today. It starts with healthy eating, and if you don't know how to cook, it's hard to eat healthy.
It is. And you know what? One of the other aspects of this is even learning to purchase healthy food. So you have to even kind of learn how to shop for it before you can cook it. And then you have to learn how to cook it before you can enjoy it and it benefits your body. So I guess that is kind of what the Cooking Matters program is all about.
Exactly. That's what the Cooking Matters program is all about. I think the name really says it all. Cooking does matter. And within a Cooking Matters class, we prepare a meal. We also talk about the nutritional benefits of that meal, and it's really, really heavy towards how you actually apply it in your own life day to day. So when you go to the store, this is how you identify which foods are whole grains. This is how you can identify which foods are going to be the best bang for your buck, so to speak, because we also want to make sure that we're telling people how to eat healthfully, but how to do that within their budget and within their means.
Wow.
Within any Cooking Matters class, we incorporate, nutrition, cooking, and food budgeting, or what I like to call food resource management. But all of those things are really, really important to, I think, leading a healthy life. Most of the things we do around eating.
It's all around food. I'm telling you, it's like a lot of things happen in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the Cooking Matters program sounds like a really exciting, unique way to address some of the issues that not only belie our vets, but the overall population. We always hear about the obesity problem and how obesity is related to diabetes and how they're all interconnected in some way, shape, or form. So eating is key to having a healthy life. But I'm very interested to find out, teaching old dogs new tricks, is that easy?
As everyone knows, changing any habit that you have in life can be difficult, right? But I think one of the great things about our partnership with the VA and how we bring Cooking Matters to the VA is that Amy's recruiting participants who have already committed to making some changes in their life, like Fred here, for example. So many of the participants that we have in the VA program have gone through other health promotion and disease prevention programs that the VA offers. So I guess we're lucky in the sense that we're getting people who are motivated and that, have already started to make small changes.
Right.
And we're able to just give them more information and help to motivate them more to continue on with those small changes.
So Fred, tell me, what was the impetus behind you signing up for the Cooking Matters? You said you had some sickness in your life and you wanted to live more healthfully.
Yes, like I said, because of my diabetes and then stress and a bunch of other things, I wanted to be able to read the labels and understand the labels more. I mean, you can always, what I found is you have to look other than just the label, what it reads out. You have to kind of look at the ingredients because every label comes up and says new, light, or low cal. Well, once you start reading a little bit further, it's just an advertisement.
Yeah.
But with the Cooking Matters class, just to go back to that real quick, what also I found out of it was that I tried foods that I probably never would have.
Ooh, like?
Recipes. Well, tofu. I'm not
What? Wait, Fred, back it up. Did I just hear Fred Kramer from St. Charles, Vietnam vet, say that he now enjoys tofu?
Yeah, well, it was good. It was different.
You know what? I've tried it too, and it was good. And then you kind of like it kind of takes it to the next level when you understand how it benefits your body. So
Yes,
it's not
and the
always
way
just
you
about taste, and it's the way you
the way
prepare it.
tastes and the way you prepare it. So I mean, it was very. I really enjoyed the Cooking Matters class, and I've lost quite a bit of weight, so you get out of it what you put into it. Is what I think.
And you know what? Not to mention or forget about the social impact that it has. Did you enjoy cooking with your fellow vets?
Oh, it was a ball. It was a ball. They would show you. Well, they talk about the food, and then they would prepare items, I should say, for that evening. Then they would take each item and show you how to prepare it, and then you break off in groups, and then you prepare the items, and then everybody's mingling together, and it was really, really interesting. You're not always paired off with the same people, so yeah, it was a great time.
So before we go any further, what's your favorite dish that you learned to cook? Do you have any?
Trying to think now.
You want some help?
I haven't fixed it in a while, so
Okay.
it's hard to say.
What kind of meat did it have? Did it have any meat in it?
It was all vegetables.
Oh my gosh! It was all a vegetable dish. It was one of your favorites.
Well, believe it or not, most of the recipes we do in Cooking Matters are vegetarian based.
Really?
And we get vets to eat lots of beans, lots of vegetables.
Wow.
And I think for the most part, at least the classes that I've been involved with, and we've done several now, but for the most part, they've all been fairly well received.
Really?
So.
See, now I wasn't aware of that these were pretty much all meatless dishes and vegetarian. And then you've got people like Fred Kramer eating tofu. That's pretty impressive. I have to give you a clap for that one.
We got to try to mix it up a little bit.
And I would like to add something that Leslie hasn't mentioned. Is that part of the eating less meat is, it's not promoted as this is a vegetarian class,
No.
but we also really look at economical eating and healthy eating on a budget. And from my standpoint in the VA, a lot of veterans will tell me when I try to talk to them about healthy eating, I can't afford that. It's too expensive. Right. So part of the goal of Cooking Matters is not only to teach veterans how to cook and how to apply these skills in the kitchen, but also to show them you can eat healthy and help manage your disease and your conditions and be healthier, and it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, and you don't have to shop at Whole Foods. Leslie has, shown with her program with Operation Food Surge over and over again.
So we actually go to a grocery store in the program, and with the VA classes, usually we'll go to like a local Walmart or Schnucks or something that's close by the VA. Mm-hmm. But we'll go through a grocery store and, go through and say, these are the things that we buy in class. So you can definitely afford them. And here they are in the store. And this is, the same exact ingredients that we purchased, at the Schnucks. We purchased it at a Schnucks, somewhere else in the community or something.
That
like
is
that.
awesome.
So,
well, I tell you what, we're going to have to take a quick break. Fred, is that okay? Can you hold on for a quick minute and we'll come back and talk a little bit more?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay, so the program is Cooking Matters. It is presented by the Department of Veterans Affairs and in partnership with Operation Food Surge here in St. Louis. And I want to know, is this something that is unique to our community? Are we that special, or is this something that you guys do all across the country? That when we come back on today's issues.